IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with toys. Did you know that Barbie is named after the creator's daughter? So Ruth Handler, who was the co-founder of Mattel, her daughter's name was Barbara. This is where we get the name Barbie from. What is a little weird is Ken, Barbie's boyfriend and later ex-husband. He was named after their son Kenneth. So in real life, Barbara and Kenneth are brothers and sisters. Something fishy is going on. When I was growing up, my best friend was my neighbor Farzana. She was older than me and we would sit for hours playing with her Barbies. We had created our own little world. We had named things and places. Once I got my own set of toys, G.I. Joes, the world of Barbie and G.I. Joe would clash seamlessly into each other. G.I. Joes were about the size of Barbie's legs, so in my make-believe world, Barbies were giants. I would want the Barbies and the G.I. Joes to fight, and Farzana would want them to play nicely with each other. Those are fun times, filled with imagination. The bed and pillows would be like a mountainous terrain. My school tie would be a rope that they had to climb. My mom's lipsticks were missiles being fired. Shoes turned into cars, and the steel vessel used to heat up milk was a ship. Anything was possible. The imagination was not bound by reality. And this is where we begin to lose our imagination. When we start filling our heads with knowledge and information, our imagination starts to disappear. We used our imagination to make sense of the world around us, and imagination created the world of my G.I. Joes. Now, if you ask an adult, they will tell you that their imagination has completely disappeared. If you ask them, don't you want it back? And they'll surely shout yes. But the truth is that our imagination has not gone anywhere. It is very much present within us. It is just being used for complete rubbish. Our imagination has taken a hold of something. It has taken a hold of our fears. Think about what you use your imagination the most for these days. We think about a scary future, where the worst possible things will happen to us, where the landlord will increase our rent, where the boss is going to be upset with us, where our partners are going to be lying to us. Why are we creating such images of the future in our minds? They have no bearing in reality. They just exist in our heads and not in the real world. How many times has the scary future that we imagined not really happened? That is pure imagination. Even when we dwell on past events, things that have happened to us, again, we are actually using our imagination. The event is not happening at this moment. It's over. It's gone. And every time we relive it, we embellish it a little bit more. We add some more spice to it. What is that but our imagination? So we haven't lost our imagination. We have lost our ability to use our imagination. I'll give you another example to prove that as adults, we still have a childlike imagination. Every time we watch a movie, we use our imagination. We know that Sylvester Stallone is just Sylvester Stallone. Yet, we believe he's Rocky fighting with all his courage. Yet, we believe he's Rambo rescuing prisoners of war. This would not be possible if we had lost our imagination. As your habit coach, I want you to get into the habit of using your imagination for good and not for fear. What is the point of getting anxiety from something that doesn't exist? Use your imagination well. I like to start my day by closing my eyes and imagining what today will be like, what my first cup of coffee will smell like, how I will have fun and talk to people, how I will smoothly and peacefully finish all my work. In fact, adding imagination to a boring work day is a great way to add some fun and playfulness back into your life. Your imagination is a tool to be used. It should not end up using you instead. You can control it by guiding it to things you desire, keeping it away from things you fear. So your simple habit to start using your imagination as a tool starts by waking up in the morning and spending a few minutes with your eyes closed, imagining the perfect day. What are you wearing? How does the sun feel on your skin? Is there music in the background? Now open your eyes and go make it a reality. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank our sponsors on the network this week, Cedar Tires and TheWholeTruthFoods.com. Thank you for your support. We did a bunch of cock and bulls this week. We had guests like Ayushi Amin and Puneet Mania for that. Besides that, Vasanti Hariprakash was on, as well as Jay Alani, a paranormal investigator. Really, really great week on Cyrus Says. Do check it out. Tune into This Round is on Me for an episode recorded from Gulmarg featuring one of India's professional alpine skiers, Arif Khan, who's looking forward to representing India at the Beijing Olympics. On The Habit Coach, Ashton has a chat with Kunal Rajput, a popular fitness trainer who recently completed 7 rounds of his Unlock workout series. The reunified, simplified gang of Tony, Naren, Chuck, and Shrikant discussed NFTs on the latest episode. On The Millennial Athlete, Tanvi and Shlok looked back at all the England championships of the year so far and discussed the interesting highlights of the same. Also on Thale Harate, our Kannada podcast, Ganesh spoke to Archana Shyam of Antharanga Theatre in the latest episode. And on Kadai podcast, our Tamil show, Kavita Jiva shed light in another story about the bravery and excellence in the governance of the Pallava dynasty. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
पेश खिदमत है आपकी शान में हमारे अंजुमन से. Hi, I am Sadaf.
And I'm Arshit. खाने का इतिहास, economics, policy, psychology, सब है मेन्यू पे.
Only on the Nankari podcast every Wednesday, सिर्फ IVM podcast ऐप या वेबसाइट पर, या फिर जहां से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो.